Welcome, guys. Today we're talking about the art of due diligence in investment. If you go on ICO stats, you see the statistics of ICOs that have done so well. And then if you also go, you see a lot of platforms that have spreadsheets. There are many YouTubers that have spreadsheets and all that. The question is, how do I do due diligence? I want to give you some things you should look for. And as a guideline, please take every single thing any person on YouTube, a blog, or whatever platform, they speak or they say or they write that this is not a financial advice. So you should take that not as a financial advice. Please. The art of due diligence, what should you do? The first thing is the problem. Most of the times when we invest in projects, we don't ask about the problem. The question is, oh, there's much hype around this project. This YouTuber is a big YouTuber. He said something about it. He's very bullish on it. Everybody is talking about it on YouTube. Therefore, we are going in. The fact that we make money on a project, that does not mean we are doing it right. And by the time we do it wrong, that is when we are going to know that all this time we have just been lucky. You know, Warren Buffett said something. Now, when the tide, I think I should search it on the internet. Every person may be making profits now, but listen, the tide is coming. The tide is coming. The time of test is coming. That is when you're going to know those who really have a strong foundation and those who are just there. Only when the tide goes out do you discover who is swimming naked. Please and please be very careful. So the problem, you want to ask things like, this problem you are trying to solve, your solution to this problem, does it fit into the blockchain? Do you have a prototype or an MVP? Those are the questions. Don't be reading white paper anyhow. Then the issue of team and advisors. You want to ask about the team. Who is in the team? If you look at many of these LinkedIn profile, I'm the CEO of this company, and you do some Google search and you cannot find the company. You're like, what is this? So if the team is not reputable, you can't find their history, and you are seeing some connections or recommendations on LinkedIn that you cannot trust, it's time to run. And be very, very careful of advisors you look at in the blockchain space. There are many advisors who are just there. At least when an advisor is there, you want to ask questions like, what is this advisor seeking to do here? I think it's time for blockchain investors to start questioning everything. You just see someone in a dump picture, Dr. XYZ. He is the this and that. There is no definition of what that person is doing as an advisor. So there has to be clarity on what that advisor is doing. Many of these advisors get paid. Oh, just give me X amount of dollars, I'll be your advisor. They don't advise the project on what to go. Many of these advisors don't even have competence in the field. Maybe some of them are lawyers and you're coming to put them in engineering stuff. How will they function? So you have to do due diligence. The other thing is go to market strategy. What is your strategy? How are you going to execute? You want to consider all these stuffs. It's not just dumb roadmaps. That's how you're going to execute. How? What is the execution plan? And the other thing again is business model. Ask them, what is your business model? Define for me the business to consumer. Is it business to consumer? Is it business to business? Explain your business model to me in a short sentence. Who is your customer? How will you generate profit? We're not asking those stuff. We're not asking those stuff. You look at token economics. Yeah. X amount to be allocated to the founders, vested for Y amount of period. We're going to sell Y amount. You will use Y amounts for incentives and all that for miners. We're not asking how will you be making profit. We're not asking. And if a project does not have a way it makes, if the way the project makes profit is not defined properly, and then you're saying it is the tokens, there has to be, okay, this is our foundation for every transaction that goes on in the system. Such percent goes to miners, and such percent, if there are miners in the system, such percent goes to the users or holders of the token, and then such percent goes to the foundation. That is something that is clear. So there has to be the business model. There has to be not just a business plan. The model. How are you going to make profit? How are you going to generate profit? If this is not there, don't invest. Why? Because sometimes people say, oh, run with the hype. You might get burnt. The next thing is compliance and regulations. If you really want to make investments, you have to make sure all these things are in place. So the platform is, are they legally compliant in their jurisdiction or the jurisdiction they are seeking to be? You see a platform like ShipChain. ShipChain has been slammed with a cease and desist order, right? And then you also have Central ICO. And then you also have platforms like, there are many platforms that have been slammed with regulations. So if you don't want to, because when they slam, you talk about platforms like Arise Bank, even though your intentions are true, the jurisdictions to which you are operating, there has to be the legal compliance. And you're an investor, you want to ask all these plenty questions, because if you invest in a platform and the government goes and sees this platform, takes their money, nobody's going to refund money to you. You're going to lose. So you want to be very, very, very careful on that point. And then are they tax compliant? And then in the field to which they are working, maybe they are in the insurance field or medical field or whatsoever field, are they compliant with the regulations? Have the general legal compliance, business compliance, that. Do you have, like, maybe medicine, do you have the FDA or the whatever platform, are you compliant? And then the next thing is post ICO monitoring. So you want to be very careful when you're making investment. Like, do they have a wallet tracker? Is there transparency, or are they auditing them? Or the guys, is it someone that raised the money and was among those who sold their tokens for 10s? And then you are seeing the guy driving a Lambo. This is someone who before the ICO does not have a Lambo. He's not driving a Lambo. He's buying this piece of real estate. And then nobody's asking what happened with the money. And that is where crypto is going. Nobody's asking questions. Projects Many projects are raising a lot of money and nobody is demanding for accountability. Do you know why? It's simple. You have 5x, 10x. What are you going to do for accountability? You see 1,899 different cryptocurrency projects. Nobody's asking for accountability. None of them are doing anything. Everything is just running on hype. So guys, when you want to make proper investments, you don't follow every single thing that YouTubers are talking. You want to ensure that there is due diligence on your part. And with that, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you that have watched. And bye.